Guys, welcome back to the channel. Been a little bit, I ain't gonna lie, I missed y'all. I was having fun working on all that stuff every day. So anyway, I got a little busy, but we're back. I got transfer case parts coming in tomorrow for the rebuild. So today we're gonna grab that case, throw it up here on this workbench, and we're gonna start tearing it down and get it rebuilt. So let's get to it. Woo! That baby's heavy. First things first, you gotta get this baby drained. If it looks a little runny when it comes out, that's because it is. When I bought the truck, this case was in the bed and not installed in the truck. It was just laying in the bed. And so Bubba helped me. We put it all in there. But this case was full of water. So I filled it up with some gear oil first, ran that a little bit, drained that, and then I made a gear oil and diesel mixture and put in there to try and clean some of the, in case there was any rust, you know, I wanted to get it cleaned out. So that's why it's a little runnier than straight gear oil. I'm not sure if this thing needs a rebuild, but you know, we're here. It's all torn apart. So I might as well just do it. I did change the output seals on it already, but they'll get changed again with this rebuild. When I got it all put in the truck, they were leaking. Something else to note is that this front output, that's actually not the correct output, but I got a parts transfer case that came with this truck, and I'm pretty certain, let me grab it. I'm pretty certain this is the one we need. It was on that other transfer case, so I put it in that rust treatment. Of course, I need to paint it. It's getting rusty again, but got it all cleaned up. And I'm pretty certain this is the one we'll need. We'll find out once we get it torn apart and start putting it back together if that's going to work right, but it should. I have rebuilt one of these cases. It was back, shoot, I bet it was 10 years ago. But I've done one of these before. They're really not that bad. Well, I can see now this ain't the correct front output because it's different splines. Oh well, that may be something that I need to try and source. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll keep on rolling on the tear down for now. So I got needle bearings going everywhere. This little bearing feels okay, but it's got some slack. It ain't gonna hurt to replace it. I don't know if y'all see it, but it actually has the, it's got a PTO setup on it, which is really cool. I'm going to save it. I'm not going to put it back. I have a cap, just a plain PTO dust cover, but I will save this. This is really neat. I've never actually got to work on a 205 with the PTO on it. It's always just been a dust cap. So that's pretty cool. You gotta be careful with these things. They're brittle as they get older. It actually broke 2 ears off down here. Still may be usable. We'll see when we try and get it off. Alright, that's our front output gear. I like keeping all my bolts with the exact piece that I took them off of, because some of them are a little bit different in length. And I don't like having to fight trying to figure it out when I'm putting it back together. I think there's a snap ring. Yeah, I remember now. That holds your input shaft bearing. Might have to get the shift sticks out next. I don't remember. I think there's a little ball in there that I gotta get. Yep. Check this thing out, guys. This is really cool. It says Chelsea, and then it says Dana Corporation, Chelsea, Michigan. Pretty sweet. Like I said, I've never actually got to see an old PTO unit, so it's really cool. Alright, now that that's out, let's see if I can get this. Shift synchronizer ring out. I just gotta remember how to do it. Let me try taking this lever apart, and then I think I can rotate the shift rods then. There we go. Shout out on me, I gotta find it. Aha. Forgot about this roll pin. There it went. Hallelujah. That took a little longer than I expected, but we got it. Found the roll pin, one of them. Got to get this other lock off. All right. All right, that's our input. Rear bearing, or front output bearing. Okay, drive out this idler. There she goes. front bearing, rear bearing. There's a collar in here you got to keep up with too. But just get my other roll pin out of there. Put it with our other shift fork so we don't lose it. And there we are. Nothing but a bare case. Now I need to clean this baby. It is nasty. So let me take it outside with some degreaser, give her a good bath, and then I may wire wheel it and then clean it again, and then we can lay some primer and paint down. Alright guys, so remember we were having the issue with front output, needing the correct front output. I'm under the impression that this is the kind of flange that I need for K10 shaft, and I have a couple front drive shafts that will mate with this. So in that parts transfer case where I got our inspection cover off of, because it didn't have a PTO drive on it, I took the front output gear and all of that out, and it appears to be exactly the same as this, except the output shaft. This is the one that came out of my case. This is the parts case. The only difference is the output shaft is splined correctly to accept that output flange that I want. So I'm gonna have to try putting it together once I get all my new parts in tomorrow. But I'm thinking I can just run this front gear set instead of the old front gear set with the different output shaft. Not 100% certain. I know there's differences in these cases from different manufacturers between Chevy, Ford, Dodge, but I think I might be able to do this. We're going to find out whenever we start putting it back together. And I'll try and do some more research. But gear count's the same. It's the same height. These gears are lining up in the same spot. All the synchronizers match up. You can slide the synchronizer rings off of this, the shift fork rings. They work perfectly on this. The bearing fits perfectly. So that's where I'm at. We're going to find out tomorrow for sure. But for now, I'm going to try and get some more of this stuff cleaned up and get some more paint on it. Got her all taped up. Guess I better put those plugs in there before I paint. That'd probably be a smart thing to do. Let me find them and go put them in real quick. All right, went with a little aluminum color for some of those bolt-on parts. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today. Tomorrow I'll get out here, flip that case, paint the bottom, and then parts should come in tomorrow. Start piecing this thing all back together with some new bearings, new seals, and that'll wrap it up for this. Do got a lot of stuff on order, ton of parts coming, so we should be rolling here pretty soon. Ooh, just heard the mail lady. Hopefully she dropped off what we needed. Think she did though? Let's go see. Not right here. Oh yeah. See the goodies. Well, it's a pretty day today. Yeah, buddy. All right, I'll see y'all in the shop. We're gonna get to work. Yeah, baby. Looks good, man. Looks real good. Now, just gotta start putting it all back together. Do y'all remember what order all this crap goes in? 'Cause I probably don't, but we'll figure it out. All right, looks good. I think the first thing I'll do is shift seals. These shift rail seals right here come out, and then I got new ones, so we'll definitely go ahead and change those. Then we got PTO seal, like a gasket for that PTO inspection cover. Yeah, we'll just kind of start working our way down. I might not even change these seals since I just did them in these output housings, but I may just save these. I'll figure out which one's which and then just save it. Put them in a Ziploc and label them, and I'll have them for another time in case it ever happens where they start leaking. Anyway, I'm gonna bring y'all closer and we'll get started. Solid work. Step one done. So working in reverse order, we're going to want to do our idler, which is this big pin and then the double gear with bearings on each side. I'll grab the new bearings for them, get all that put together. So new bearings. This thing's nasty. You certainly don't leave you a lot of lip to work with here. But I guess it's enough. I need something to set this on so I can finish driving it out. One down. Hallelujah. Alright, I'm going to clean this baby up and we'll get ready to put the new bearings in. Alright, let's see if we can get this baby in here. Let's put a little oil on these bearings. Since it's going to sit for a little bit, you know, being it's a restoration style project, I'd rather these bearings, when they do start moving, to have a little something in them. There she goes. Wish I would have painted all this hardware too. That would have made sense, right? Dummy. Oh well. Alright. Had to line that baby up. Takes a second. I went to put the input gear in and realized, well, that's not going to work with my jabroni ass putting this shift rail in already. So I need to pull this shift rail back out real quick, and then now input shaft, that need to get that C-clip on there. That may prove to be a trip to O'Reilly's because all I got some old chinchy snap ring pliers, and I just don't think that's gonna do it. I might have an idea. Maybe. Look at that. That's my idea. I guess let me go run. I'll go run and see if I can find some snap ring pliers, or not a snap ring, but I don't know what you call that. That's a C-clip is what I call it. Some C-clip pliers. So I'll be back in a minute, I guess. We're back, baby. Got the goodies. If you hear some background noises, because I got a LSU baseball game on the radio. That's kind of my go-to sport I like to watch. There we go. There we go. Now I should be able to put this shift rail in. Shift forks in. Rolling along. Got to put these little needle bearings down in here. This is the rear output, but it slides onto the front input, and then some bearings make it all ride nice and smooth. Little surgery. Now we should be able to slide this shaft in there. Shoot, yeah. Worked out perfect. I'm gonna put some blue Loctite on these fasteners. Some people might use sealant, whatever. I just like blue Loctite. You can still get it out, but it holds in there. It grips enough to where it won't just back itself out, you know what I mean? So, you'll see me use it a lot when we start reassembling the whole truck. Just one hit on the afternoon for Kansas State. Another swing that has really turned it up a notch here. Looking for another strikeout. The LSU. Cool. I salvaged that rear cover, the one that's going to go right here. I salvaged it off that other case. It's in good shape. I'm fixing to throw some paint on it so that it can dry. And then we'll get back in there and put all that together, and that'll be the last thing we'll have to do. Need to finish doing my stuff up top here before I forget. I'm gonna drop my new ball in, my new spring. Jacks for Kansas State, Seth Dardar. And what a feeling that is for the Louisiana boy from the North Shore. Hadley at the plate. English does take off. 3-2. On the second. What a big play. It's doing perfect. That's 4-wheel drive. And then we can go to a neutral. And then we can go, I think this is actually 100% neutral here. And then you go one more. Then you got 2-wheel drive. The high and the low is in there somewhere. It's working. So we're good. I gotta figure out this PTO cover. So, I gotta get me some shorter bolts. I'm about to figure out what these are. So 3/8. .3/8 16. I'm gonna have to see if I got any. Got me some bolts rounded up, guys. We'll put them on here, and this baby will be done. Uh-oh. That might be too long. Yeah, it shouldn't be that tight. I'll have to get some shorter bolts. Yeah, need some shorter bolts, but that's a wrap. Well, guys, thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe if you don't mind. She's all rebuilt. Next video, I got lines coming in. I got suspension coming in. So we'll be working on the chassis next. And we'll get some of that knocked out, hopefully within the next week or two when everything comes in. See y'all. Damn. Another badass play by our second baseman, Daniel Dickinson.